Here's how you may have the unconscious false belief that you can't hurt somebody's feelings. Here's a disclaimer. I am not a therapist, a psychologist, or a psychiatrist. I'm just telling you what I've learned along my journey. When you speak up and you set boundaries, as long as you do it with kindness, dignity, and respect, leaving the person's dignity intact, you don't go for the jugular. In other words, say for instance somebody keep eating your cookies, you don't say, "You fat motherfucker kid, you quit eating my cookies." If you kindly go to them and say, "Please do me a favor, and I apologize for not making it clear. I'm gonna need you to stop eating my cookies." Set a healthy boundary. How they take it is not your concern or your business, as long as you delivered it properly. I used to be like that. That's a form of people pleasing. That's a form of not taking care of yourself. Sometimes relapse is a part of recovery. So when I find myself kind of going backwards in my recovery, I remind myself of where I have came from and mostly where I no longer want to be. If you set a boundary and you've done it over and over again with kindness, everything is checked off properly on your end, and they keep doing it, what I do is either I put them in that particular pocket, I position them differently in my life, or you can always block and delete. Here's what I have learned. If I don't speak up and set a healthy boundary in the right way, I am perpetuating the behavior. I can't expect people to read my mind. So sometimes we have to really kind of look within and self-check. Did I at least try to set a healthy boundary? The key word is healthy with kindness. You can get your needs met without tearing a person apart, being mean, nasty, and wicked. If you have trouble afterwards setting a boundary because this is you're getting used to it, any skill, you only get better with practice. If you find yourself feeling guilty, here's the remedy. What would you tell your best friend? What would you tell your best friend? I would say, did you try such and such? You did everything on your part. You did nothing wrong, I would tell a best friend. You're not wicked, mean, or malicious. You're just taking care of yourself. All right, guys, I'm out here walking, trying to better take care of myself. Some people, from my experience, are not going to like it when you set a boundary. That's a them problem. They ain't got absolutely nothing. Please, let me repeat for the people in the back of the room. When you do it right multiple times, that's a them problem. That has nothing to do with you. How can you tell if you're dealing with a person who has what's called an antagonistic, meaning difficult personality? Gather evidence. And more importantly, trust your gut. I forgot, that's also a form of codependency, putting someone else's wants, needs, and desires before your own. It's okay to do that. Sometimes, not to the point where you end up hurting and neglecting your own needs. That's the difference.